Yellowstone supervolcano fears over an event 4,000 times greater than the last super-eruption. We know that flood basalt traps could have ended all life on Earth, 90% of life on Earth, that is. Yellowstone's volcano's last super-eruption, about 640,000 years ago, would be nothing compared to a future flood basalt event, which could spew out 4 million cubic kilometers of lava, making human extinction more than just a possibility. The volcano of Yellowstone, the second largest supervolcano of Earth, was dubbed a supervolcano because of the capability of inflicting global devastation during a super-eruption, something that's happened 3 times in the past: 2.1 million years ago, 1.3 million years ago, 640,000 years ago. Its latest event created the Lava Creek Tuff, and it saw more than 1,000 kilometers of rock and volcanic ash ejected into the Earth's atmosphere. It caused devastation on a grand level, but even that would be nothing compared to the destructive power, the catastrophe of a future flood basalt event. It's a series of volcanic eruptions lasting for thousands of years, which could threaten life as we know it. The channel Science Time reveals how these eruptions, which can cover vast areas of land, could cause mayhem. The narrator said the last full-scale super-eruption of Yellowstone volcano about 640,000 years ago ejected more than 1,000 cubic kilometers of rock and volcanic ash more than 30 kilometers high into the sky, not only devastating the local populations of plants and animals, but it could have also triggered a volcanic winter lasting up to a decade. But even a level 8 mega colossal super-eruption of this caliber would be considered having a relatively mild impact on Earth's flora and fauna compared to the destructive power of a flood basalt event. These are a series of volcanic eruptions covering large swaths of lands with basalt lava. More than 90% of all volcanic rock on Earth is basalt, and the lava has a low viscosity due to its low silica content, resulting in rapid lava flows that could spread over great areas before cooling and solidifying. The series also revealed how evidence of a previous flood basalt eruption event can be seen in the scars left on our Earth. One of the largest known volcanic events in the last 500 million years are the Siberian Traps of Russia, a region with extremely large accumulation of magmatic rock eruptions of large igneous provinces continued for roughly 2 million years. Large volumes of basaltic lava covered most of what is Siberia today in the northern hemisphere of the supercontinent Pangaea around 250 million years ago. This huge basalt event covered an area of more than 7 million square kilometers of basalt rock, and that's more surface area than all the countries of the European Union combined. This massive volcanic eruption created the Siberian Traps, spewing out 4 million cubic kilometers of lava, thus 4,000 times greater than the ejected volume of the Lava Creek eruption of the Yellowstone supervolcano, 4,000 times bigger. These eruptions released huge amounts of sulfur dioxide and carbon dioxide. It heated the atmosphere and acidified the oceans. The documentary explains how the flood basalt event was linked with mass extinction events. They believed 90% mass extinction. It said large igneous provinces like this have been connected to at least 5 mass extinctions in Earth's history, and the current leading hypothesis is that the flood basalt, which created the Siberian Traps, are what caused the Permian Triassic extinction event around 252 million years ago. That event was the most severe of any in Earth's history. It's also known as the Great Dying because it nearly rendered our planet sterile, killing 96% of all living species. Scientists attributed the source of the Siberian Traps to a mantle plume, which rose until it impacted against the bottom of the Earth's crust, producing volcanic eruptions through the Siberian Craton. And another possible cause could be the asteroid impact that formed the Wilkes land crater in Antarctica, but whatever the cause may be, it's a staggering reminder of the violent nature of our planet. This is by Callum Hoare and Express UK. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.